Hey guys, Alex here, your vintage MTG dad, and today we're back with some more vintage Magic openings, along with a quick chat on the new Avatar set coming out. The Modern Worlds again confusing the trading card game with the 2008 housing market. And price swings are just reinforcing my decision to stay with this good vintage stuff, where card values remain pretty consistent if you can get your hands on the piece you're looking for. So people can't tell this is going to be a bang or bust set. So I'm going to break down what I'm seeing with Avatar, hope to provide some insight into WotC's newest set, and enjoy what I think is a Master Binder edition and a few other things that we need to break into here. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. All right. Avatar comes out later this month. I'm filming the very beginning of November. And already we've seen hype, we've seen fear, we've seen styrofoam. What the heck? How do I get into this? Yeah, so we've seen hype, fear, sellouts, and then rehype on the newest price swings. Okay, if you're a seller, please don't do this. I have no idea how to get into this darn thing. And just shave the top here really quick. Don't cut the card, Alex. Don't cut the card, Alex. Don't cut the card, Alex. The heck did I even buy here? Oh. Huh. You're welcome. And so pricing has started to swing right back up. And that's because of recent spoilers from, I think, WotC putting out some of the cards, and people who follow the modern stuff are influencing this a little bit. But there's some new spoilers out, and it has brought people back into the bull camp on Avatar. This is a nice one. So really quick, I love the green alpha cards. I think they're actually beautiful as far as the nature look. I'm kind of a nature geek. And so all the green cards for alpha and the vintage stuff, I love. And Mark Poole does such a good job of putting the artwork together here. This looks so peaceful. I just want to sit by that stream and like read a book or something. So anyway, yeah. So people seen spoilers, driving the price back up. We've seen price swings on Avatar start at like initial release in the 800s almost, and then people freaked, the set tanked, we got down back into the 500s, spoilers came out, and now we swung right back up close to 700, I think, as of today. I glanced at it this morning. I think it was like 680 or something like that for a collector box for Avatar. It's a nice fire breathing. Again, the red on the thick alpha background, the black background it's just clean. I love that look. So people are swinging back into the set. I don't know. I'll be very honest. This is, again, I think, more speculators and influencers versus what I think is actual value for the set. Okay, I don't play much anymore. Just a little bit with my kids. And I can't comment on the playability side of it, but there is no card or no spoiler that should be swinging. Oh yeah, here it is. Should be swinging pricing by hundreds of dollars for a box when you can just get the single, right? I don't think, I'll be very honest, I'm in the camp that you should never have a collector box over like 400 for a trading card game, okay? I know why it's more than 400. I know why people are pricing it as it is, but I just don't think it's healthy for this type of game that much money can be sunk into a sealed product that more than likely does not have the value, because it creates an environment where scalpers and speculators and investor bros can come in, and it's like blood in the water for sharks, right? There's an opportunity to make money, and people will take advantage of it. Really quick, Animate Dead. I don't have a copy of this. Very happy to have picked it up. I made a slightly underpriced offer, and the gentleman agreed, so a very good deal, I think. A little bit of edge wear in that corner there, but that's fine by me. There's no other real nicks or scratches or anything heavy on this. A little bit of indentation there. That's a nice one. I needed some more black in the master binder. I've been neglecting. One of my pages looks kind of bare, so this is a pickup for it. I love that artwork. Anson's kind of creepy. You know, I've never had a copy. I always thought this was like some black door in the background, but it's a summoner. It's a guy summoning these dead. Necromancer. And that's super cool. I'll take it. That's really cool. So yeah, I think it's mainly bringing in sharks. We'll call them sharks, scalpers, whatever. But pricing large or sealed product like this is just not healthy for a card game like this. Price the single, right? Price the single that high. Don't price the sealed product when there's clearly no value matching that, because it brings in the sharks and it creates this do loop where people will keep doing it, where they think they can make a buck. They'll buy these up. And I think I saw someone do a darn near a buyout as soon as they saw the spoilers come out. Oh crap, there's popcorn everywhere. Oop. That's gonna be a mess. All right, I'm gonna put that over there. That's a mess. And it's creating this inflated price scheme for Magic products. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, cool. Hang on one sec. Let's do this one first. Small thing. So I'm collecting up. I don't normally do sign cards, but in my common binders and land binders, I'm kind of in this. I'm trying to get one signed of every copy, and these ones came up recently that I grabbed a couple cards, and one of them was this signed Mark Poole Island. This island is beautiful, and the condition's actually really good. So yeah, I wanted to get one signed. Paid a little bit more than your standard island, but yeah, Mr. Poole signing that one, that was good. Yeah. Okay, so back to Avatar. With those sharks swimming around, I don't think you're gonna see stable prices or fundamental based prices on cards or sealed product until we flush them out, right? There's going to have to be something. And Spider-Man was probably the first instance where we started to flush some of them out, but they're clearly back, right? Because no player is buying dozens of collector boxes to go pull cards to play, right? This is now all financial speculation. And we just need to understand that for people who are purchasing these things that aren't speculators, that aren't sharks or scalpers, you need to be aware of that, right? I don't think it's the right price to buy something at like $700, right? There's no fundamental value there. And what we're seeing now is, again, you know, the crossover of the Pokemon people who come over and speculate. 11 some. I don't have enough of those. They're speculating, and it's dangerous, right? For modern product, modern sealed, it is dangerous to be buying things at those prices if you're concerned about the value. If you don't care about money and you're just like, I love these boxes and I'll pay $1,000 and I don't particularly care. All the power to you. But for those that are somewhat financially conscious, this is a very nice wild growth. I think it was listed in very good condition and they weren't lying. Be cautious, right? That's all I have to say. Be cautious. I don't think this is a good market to be buying it. At the current prices, I wouldn't pay that price. Gets down to like the 400s, I might pick up something for funsies, but don't do it now. Now, the good news is we don't see this again hitting the vintage market, right? Again, our prices are pretty stable. Picking up a lot of lands recently, guys, by the way, so you're going to see a bunch. I need to fill out my binders. 9 each. I need 9 each of everything. Commons and lands. Mainly for OCD, but also because I love this stuff. Plus, the Blue Mountains, I mean, that's just gorgeous. Right? If you're going to play, have some vintage lands in your deck. These aren't that expensive, right? You can get these for like, I don't know, maybe $40 or $50 for a really nice one. $20 for a medium played. Get a couple of these, right? Have some history in your deck. Like, this is where you start. If you want to get a couple vintage things, start with some lands because you can just play these all day long. I think it's a nice way to start the process of collecting. And if you're curious, I always tell people have some vintage lands. Again, little impact of vintage. Although I am seeing its supply is starting to dwindle a little bit. I don't know why. I think that's just the way the world works right now. There used to be a lot more auctions, and I'm seeing it kind of dry up. And demand's definitely still there, right? I'm seeing some significant demand. Oh, yeah, nice. Significant demand on vintage auctions as they hit. You get in those last 60 seconds of an auction, everybody comes out of the woodwork, which is good, right? We're seeing the vintage hobby is still strong, and I think that's a very good thing. This guy came in a while ago. I just haven't opened it yet. The Mishra's Factories, the Seasons. I love these cards. I have to get a few more for funsies. Yeah, I really love these old cards. And it's the artwork, right? The artwork. You look at these cards, and I am back playing in middle school, right? There's just this classic look of vintage cards, just, you know, artist, all the other shenanigans stuff they put on the cards now. No, it's just pure magic. No pun intended. Yeah, recent auctions I've participated in, man, there have been a lot of people I think have way overpaid. I've seen some Alpha Commons or Antiquities or Arabian Night stuff go for way over market price, and I think that's the FOMO thing. Be careful when you're bidding. Have a price in mind. Don't let your emotions drive you to just hit that next bid button and throw a couple zeros on it, because that's, I mean, yeah, you'll get the card, but come on. Have a little financial sense. This is not a free hobby. You got to be able to manage your emotions a little bit, and just some people I don't think can. So, all right, we got one last thing to open. I think the pile. We'll organize this better. Yeah, let's pull this out. I don't know what this is. And again, I got to say one more time, I've said it before, the support you guys are giving me in the channel, everybody who's into the vintage hobby, thank you, right? The comments, the people who are sharing their stories about how they love these cards too. I am blessed to know that there is a community out there that loves it as much as I do. So thank you guys so much for all the support you give. It's really appreciated. That's another beautiful island. And last card I'm gonna open today. We're gonna wrap it up. Oh yeah, I picked up a couple of fire breathings. Fire breathings, plural. So, in summary, be careful of the Avatar set. I wouldn't be buying it where it's at right now. If you got the infinite wallet, the Rudy money, go ahead. But I will only do it if the price is right and it's just to experience it. And to be frank, I usually sell the cards back to Card Kingdom or whatever and pick up some more vintage. So, nice. We got a lot of good quality cards today. Like, there weren't a lot of beat up ones. That's really cool. The binders will feel happy today. Okay. That's it for me today, guys. Looks like we got a couple of nice good things here. I'm really happy with that Mark Poole signed one. And Animate Dead's going in the master binder. I think on another video I'm going to go through my master binder for Alpha and a few others just to show you where we're at. But if you like this kind of stuff, you know, if you can like or share the video, really helps get the word out, and hopefully we can share vintage with others. So be safe, have a good weekend, and I will see you guys next time.